The best streak's back. Now you're gonna be. Wait, it's done already? It was only 20. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. You could do more than just 20 streams. But that's gonna have to go on hold a little bit because emergency, guys. Something happened. And it was just a coincidence, a coinkydink, that it happened what, a day or two after Ryan stopped donating money to his little streak. That's a little suspicious to me, but I'll save my judgment until after we watch these couple videos about the emergency. As of right now, I don't know if he's actually going live tonight or not. Everyone's restreaming and hoping. I think he might. Maybe I'll actually see if he says anything. If he does go actually live, we'll see. But I need to catch up on some of this. So here we go.
Everyone, I've got ridiculous.
That is really loud.
Ridiculously bad news.
Ridiculously bad news, guys.
I need to tell you all what's going on. I have to cancel the rest of this.
And we still have a black begging shirt. It's not the same one. It's the black begging weeb shirt, but it still counts
I don't
as
know
a
if
black
I'm gonna be
begging
able to
shirt, doesn't it?
tonight. Here we go again. This is insane.
Here we go again.
Are you ready? Let me, I guess, I'm not going to even, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this right now. So, first of all, let's do a $7 tip shout out here to Darren.
Is Cat pregnant?
So Darren is saying that this meme.
Hell no, she's never going to get pregnant with his ass.
Well, guess what?
He knows better than that.
Stop with the cherry meme right now because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Stop
and
with
I'm
that,
done with it.
guys.
Now I'm really upset and it has nothing to do with you guys, but I'm done with it. Stop it right now.
Cat is
Everyone
pregnant.
cut this shit out with
You
the
really
dumb
think
fucking
he's going to
meme,
impregnate Cat? Come on.
All right, so here's what's happening.
Come on.
I go on break. I check my phone. My wife has been texting me saying, call me immediately. I need your help.
Call me, Daddy.
I
can't do anything by myself.
Call my wife. She's at work.
Jasper the Detractor.
You ready for this shit? You're never going to fucking believe it.
Lay it on us,
Phil.
Phil.
For this? Jasper, I'm sorry. You got to get off my lap right now, buddy. I'm not in a good mood.
He's upset at his son.
She gets out of work.
Is Jasper okay?
And it's not even like she wasn't even getting out yet. She was on break. So she went to the car. The fucking car is on a jack. Someone stole our tire off the fucking car in the parking lot.
Wop, wop.
This is how bad the crime has gotten out here in the Seattle area. Someone just stole our fucking...
Ain't it nice of the thieves to only steal one tire and not the rest? I mean, if you're gonna jack up the car anyway, why not just take all the fucking tires at that point? You might as well just take the fucking car. The whole fucking car at all, too. Why are you gonna just take one fucking tire? It's already starting to sound kind of sus.
Tire off of our car while it was parked in a parking lot. So they took the whole.
Do you not like? I would have to imagine that if you're jacking a car up and fiddling with it and all the jerking and bouncing around of that car when you're jacking it up and everything, right? That's a lot of shaking going on in that car, right? Does she not lock the car door? Like, does they not do they not have a car alarm on their car? I've not seen anyone else ask this question because the slightest little bump or nudge, like if I rub my pant leg against accidentally while walking past my car, the stupid alarm goes off. Like with the slightest little bump, the slightest little whatever, my car alarm is going crazy in the middle of the night. Right? Or whatever. So it's like, but you're telling me jacking up the whole car, the car is bouncing back and forth when we jacked up, all this stuff does not activate the car alarm at all? I mean, it's kind of hard to differentiate one car alarm from your specific car alarm, sure, but you would imagine if a car alarm was going off near your work, you would check it, like, if it's in the parking lot of your car, of your job, I mean. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like, you would it's already starting to sound kind of suspicious because you would think if someone is jacking a car up and fiddling with a tire, like, you would think the car alarm would go off at that.
Tire and the bolts. Meaning they took the tire off and they didn't leave the bolts. So now we have a spare, but we can't put the spare on the car because we have no fucking bolts to put the spare on the car because they stole them. Okay? So my wife is stuck there. She can't leave, obviously. And
she can't walk or anything, obviously. Because how many times has he said that, like, she works super close to where they live? Like, super close to where they live. I'm like, I don't know.
He was waiting for a coworker to be able to go on break and take her to the car store, you know, like one of these car parts stores, and explain to them our car make and model, and hopefully they'd give us bolts or sell us bolts so we can at least get the spare on to drive.
So, Phil, you're going to be fine. I mean, I know you only have the one car or whatever, but you'd be fine with letting her go with Tyrone, her quote-unquote co-worker buddy, unquote, to take her to the tire place and have her get some bolts. I'm like, ain't that the job of the husband? Ain't like supposed to have a super masculine husband go and help her? Don't worry, honey, I'll jog there. I'll be there super quick and I'll help you out and tell you what you need to get. No, she's gonna have to use Tyrone to help her get what she pick it out, because apparently she can't do anything by herself. And assuming it is like just offering a car, you're gonna let your little lady get in another man's car and drive her down there? You must have a lot of trust in your wifey poo there, Philip. I don't know.
The car home. This now means I now have to, at some point, I doubt it's going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow, do you really think that a place is going to be able to take us in emergency tomorrow? I can try, but likely within the next day or two, I'm now going to have to take time off of work to take this to a car place. To explain, I need a wheel immediately, right? I need a new fucking...
I need a wheel! A wheel? You mean a tire, Phil? I don't think... Who the fuck... Like, I mean, yeah, technically it's a wheel, but come on.
Tire.
I need a wheel. I can't
drive on 3 tires, and I don't want to drive on the spare more than just, you know, a minor thing. You know, this sucks. I have to...
Is it a full-size spare or just one of those little donuts? I think if it's a full-size actual spare, you can drive on that as long as you want, and it'll be fine. But if it's one of those little donuts, you probably can't be driving on that super long. Maybe like a day or two at most.
I have to buy a whole new fucking tire now. And the other thing is when you get a new tire...
Well, my can't go to work for another week or two until we get this solved.
You're weighing it with other tires. Now the alignment's off, right? Now I can't afford 4 new fucking tires for this car. This is an emergency. Now I have to buy 1 tire to replace the stolen one.
Yeah, see, someone else says it too. They only stole 1 tire. Right? Ain't that kind of... Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Jinx, help!
Seriously, it's just like... it's just frustration to the point of like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? I just had a week and a half that was amazingly positive. We had great streams, great support. And now, of course, this has to happen to negate that, right? So now...
Well, yeah, because, like, you know, life has to even itself out. You can't just have all ups and no downs. Karma was like, hey, wait, too many good things are happening to you. Let's teeter that off a bit. Assuming this is all true, that is. And not just, like, extra pity me bucks. Or anything like that.
All that positivity, well, guess what?
Because the last 2, I think the last stream for sure, and I think the stream before that even, was it the last stream? At the very least, it was the last stream. If maximum last 2 streams were very slow on tips, back to like normal $19, $20 in tips, right? So obviously, like, he doxed Ryan. Or OIC or Jinx or whatever you want to call him. He doxed him, so he's all upset, so he's not doing anything at the moment. And then he hasn't been getting a whole lot of other tips normally. So maybe he's like, oh, I gotten so used to all the vest streak going for 20 fucking streams or whatever. I gotta make something up. Gotta have something for people to rally, even though I just had a very successful marathon thing. Oh, but it's not enough. It's never enough for me, though, guys.
I can't stream.
Because we should never underestimate this man's greed.
For the rest of the stream, I'm done. I can't stream anymore. I might not be here tonight, because what I got to do, I got to call my dad to talk about this, because he's a car guy.
Gotta call my dad super quick. Let's see, is he actually back?
With it, they must have had like somewhere to put it.
Oh shit, he is back.
Wheel, you can roll it on the ground.
Removed it.
Could have just took a stick and rolled it all the way down the street.
The
fucking caveman could do that.
You know, would that have been caught on camera? You know, what information could the car have a license plate, or is it a fake license plate?
Yeah, it is just the one tire though.
On a car doing this kind of stuff, correct?
Correct.
Oh, correct, guys. Well, we'll get back to that later.
Then I gotta probably take an Uber out there to be with my wife, because I don't want to leave her there alone. So I'm probably gonna take an Uber.
Oh, no, she won't be alone, Phil. She'll be with Tyrone.
To the mall to be with her for all this is going on. You know, it's fucked up. And now I don't know if I'll be here tonight for the late stream at all. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Tomorrow's supposed to be my day off, but I have no fucking tire for this car. I don't even know if it's safe to drive on a spare for my day off just to do my errands and shit. That's what I mean. I gotta talk to my dad about this and figure all this shit out.
Because I guarantee you, the way they buy like groceries and shit every fucking week, they have more than enough actual groceries in that house to go 3 to 4 days, probably a whole couple weeks at least, without actually having to go out and go shopping, whatever. But he claims his errands because he likes to go out and get shit to eat. So he's not worried about, oh, we literally have no other food in the house and we have to go out and buy more groceries. No, he's more worried about still maintaining the whole DoorDash or going out to eat or anything like that. And yeah, exactly. So it's like he doesn't actually have to worry about that.
Okay. So I'm out of here for now, guys. Obviously, I didn't want to end the stream now. That was not my intention, but now I gotta go to figure all this out. Like I said, I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna call an Uber.
I know a guy who can give you a lift, Phil. I'm pretty sure Superman is willing to give Cat a lift home, if you know what I mean.
Get out there, and I'm gonna have to handle it, you know, in any way that I fucking can.
I hope this $2 helps, friend.
You know?
Sorry to hear that.
Now, here's the thing. Now, how do I even tell my wife, how do you feel safe when you're at work if at any point someone could just fucking rob our car in a normal parking lot? This is not an empty parking lot. There's people in and out. So
there's like a big escalation from like robbing a tire, or not even robbing, because it would be theft. It wouldn't be robbery, right? But from stealing a tire to like aggravated assault, robbing, whatever. Like, there's still a step up there. And I'm pretty sure that fucking place has security cameras there too.
So that means people, you know, they just did it and no one said nothing, no one cared, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. If someone's like jacking up a car and looks like they're changing a car, most people are gonna see that and assume that's their fucking car. That's kind of how people are gonna see that. Because anyone who's just like, and there's no one else here like chasing after them, said, "Hey, that's my car, stop." Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're jacking up a fucking car. You're dealing with a car. Oh, that man just must have had a flat tire and had to put a spare on it or something. No one's gonna assume that they were just stealing some random stranger's fucking tires.
Fucking believable. So, sounds like I'm gonna have a story to tell you guys.
Oh my God.
If I do come back tonight, if I do come back tonight on a late stream, it'll probably be just me talking about this and doing Q&A rather than gameplay. Because I'm gonna be pretty fucking frustrated. Okay? Did I save the game? I think I saved. I did. Let me save again, because we're done. I can't even fucking play now. Fucking piece. I'm gonna go beat the shit out of someone.
Yeah!
Right? All I want me.
There's no way in how you're beating the shit out of anyone, Phil. Shut the fuck up.
What you want to do is go fuck someone.
You would cower and hide in a fucking bathroom like you did before with Jaha.
Okay, guys, so that's it. I'm ending the stream here. Tonight, there may or may not be a late stream. If there is, it's probably not going to be Final Fantasy like it was supposed to be. Thanks for understanding. And this was a great stream. I was having fun with Zelda, but now I got to get out of here and make some phone calls, all right? So, guys, thank you for understanding. Maybe I'll be here tonight. Follow me on, Twitter. I'll let you know. I'll post up here on the channel page. I'll let you know what's going on and go from there, okay? Insurance should cover it. Yeah, but I still have to pay for it first, right? Like, I still have to go there. I still have to get...
And we all know he's not going to just pay for one tire. No. He said before, oh, you can't just pay for one tire because then it could be lopsided or something like that. It's like, so they're going to... If this is real, they're going to screw the ever-loving shit out of him. Okay? Because if he got scammed for paying $1,000 for a few spark plugs, imagine what's going to happen when he's like, I just need one tire. Oh, no, you can't just have one tire, sir. It's going to be misaligned. It's not going to last long. You might as well just get a full tire replacement, and you got to match the exact rim of your car. And, oh, my God. He's going to get so scammed.
I still have to contact a place. I probably have to look for my car insurance, call the car insurance company, tell them what's going on, and they'll probably say, likely I'm going to have to file a police report. That's another thing. When I get there, what do I do? Call the fucking police? I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, you would. You would call the fucking cops. And they would check the security cameras and try to find the person. But apparently, like, you don't even call the cops when, like, someone stole, like, supposedly stole thousands of dollars from your checking account and had bank fraud or whatever.
File a police report.
Oh wait, that wasn't his account.
Are they even going to do anything?
Yeah, cops usually do stuff.
All right, I got to get out of here. Okay, I'll see you guys hopefully tonight. I'll let you know what happened. All right, thanks for understanding. I'm taking off. Later, guys.
Later. So I wanted to play this one super quick too.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and you guys just watched my breaking news where the Snortmobile is under attack. Oh my lord, oh man, what has happened to Renton where a person can't just park their car without having someone jack one of their rims? Oh my lord. Now this video is kind of talking about that, but I already did a video on the whole, the whole incident. But this is something I picked up when I watched the video, and I didn't want to, how should I put it? I didn't want to talk about it much because I thought, all right, maybe I shouldn't bother with that. I shouldn't even bring it up. But talking with a few people and bringing it up in conversations on Twitter, it seems like, yeah, this should be something we should talk about, simply for the fact that Phil is not a bright person. He isn't. He's not a bright person. And it may benefit him to learn a lesson if we actually talk about this, and I'm going to bring it up right now. And if you go to Twitter, you might know what I'm already talking about, but I just want to give my thoughts on it. So real quick, I'm going to play a quick clip, then I'm going to bounce to the second part, and then we'll get into what this video is all about.
Upload this right now. So first of all, let's do a $7 tip shout out here to Darren. So Darren is saying that this meme today is derailing the chat, and you guys need to fucking stop immediately. Well, guess what? I agree. Everyone stop with the cherry meme right now, because I don't even know what you're talking about, and I'm done with it. Because now I'm really upset, and it has nothing to do with you guys, but I'm done with it. Stop it right now. Everyone just cut the shit out.
Stop it, guys.
Okay? All right. So here's what's happening. I go on break. I check my phone. My wife has been texting me, saying, "Call me immediately. I need your help." All right. I call my wife. She's at work. Do you want to know what happened?
Okay, that's the first piece. So Phil specifically stated his wife was at work. Don't forget that.
You ready for this shit? You're never gonna fucking believe this shit. Are you ready for this? Jasper, I'm sorry. You gotta get off my lap right now, buddy. I'm not in a good mood. She gets out of work, and it's not even like she wasn't even getting out yet. She was on break. So she went to the car. The fucking car is on a jack. Someone stole our tire off the fucking car in the parking lot. This is how bad the crime has gotten out here in the Seattle area.
Okay, so let's just recap. Cat was at work. Someone stole the tire off of the Snortmobile. You guys got that? Okay. So let me bounce to...
It sucks. I have to buy a whole new fucking tire.
Wait, nope, a little bit
right?
more. A little bit
Just
more. A little bit more.
Can't stream anymore.
Okay,
I
right
might
here.
not be here tonight, because what I gotta do, I gotta call my dad to talk about this, because he's a car guy. Then I gotta probably take an Uber out
car
there with
guy.
my wife, because I don't want to leave her there alone. So I'm probably gonna take an Uber out to the mall to be with her for all this is going on.
Okay, so let's recap one more time. Cat was at work. The Snortmobile was vandalized, and she was at the mall. Now, what do you say? What does this pertain to or matter to? Cat was at work, mall. Cat was at work, mall. How many times have Phil said that she works close by? Okay. So him telling us, or telling the audience, of course, oversharing like always, that she was at work and she was at the mall. And everyone knows that she works pretty close by, a couple miles. A Google search can easily tell you what malls are in what, in that area. And it's easy to just get a phone number and call and get some information. Well, you know what, folks? Some people on Twitter have done... All right, your boy Duty does not condone this. He's not telling people to do this, but it's been done. There are people out there that decided to call around to see if it was true, regarding Phil. And sure enough, they've located, I think it's like 2 or 3 malls within that general vicinity. And apparently they called these malls and got the right mall. They know the name of the mall. They got the right mall. They actually spoke to security. And they did confirm, yes, that someone lost their rim at the mall today in the parking lot. In
just
that
the rim
area.
or the whole tire?
So, because Phil... Sorry, I'm getting choked up. Phil decided to overshare like he always does and talk about his business and let everyone know what the hell is going on. He doxed someone for a second time this week. He doxed Ryan, aka Jinx, aka OIC, and now he doxed where his wife works at. And it's out there.
Nice.
It's done. It's out there, Phil. And it's all because you want to overshare and tell everyone your business to get sympathy. Now, because you could have easily said, "Oh, I have a problem. Something happened with my wife. I gotta take care of it." You could even say
That's
something
not
about
our
car
boy Phil.
and just leave it like
He's
that. And
full
and leave.
transparency, right?
No, you
That's what he
decided to
likes
give
to
the
say.
violin,
anyway.
the sob story, and give way too much detail out and put your business out there. Not your business, your wife's business out there. So, I was gonna show some tweets and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. I don't want people to see where the mall is and all that stuff. I don't want to get involved in that, but I just wanted to call Phil out for being yet again a moron, yet again doxing someone, yet again oversharing, and now you did it to someone very close to you. So Phil, I know you're gonna sit here and scream and shout when you watch this video, or Twitter, or whatever the case is.
And,
But there is only one person you can
think,
blame, and that's yourself. Look in the mirror and blame yourself for opening your mouth, oversharing, telling people all your business, just because you're hoping that when you get back, the dents will rally and give you a whole bunch of tips, enough money to give you...
That's what he's hoping for.
maybe a couple $1,000. So that, excuse me, they can pay for the tire, and you'll have more money in your pocket. And we know that's why you came on board and told people all your business. You were hoping for sympathy when you get back. And I'm pretty sure you're going to try to get back tonight. And if you don't get back tonight, you'll get back when you get back on Thursday. The whole podcast and probably the first gameplay will be talking about how the Snortmobile was vandalized, and you playing that small little violin to get tips. Anyway, just wanted to put that video.
All right, that's enough of that video. For the first time ever, let's actually go live, because for once I'm not actually that late on covering something, because usually I like to go like well, let's be honest, usually I'm pretty late in covering topics. Usually something's usually done for the day already or whatever. I'm gonna go over this at the very end, but for now let's actually go sort of live. This is actually like 25 minutes ago and see what's the end of this story possibly might be.
Oh my god. You just couldn't make it up, but I wish I was. Oh. Oh, man.
Stop touching your face already.
Good evening.
Jesus.
How's everyone doing? I hope you're really doing better than us.
He's acting like someone died over
Wasn't
here.
expecting to do this, that's for sure. Was expecting to have a nice normal final streaming day of the week. I certainly wasn't expecting to have anything crazy out of the ordinary happen to me today.
That's when it usually happens, usually.
And, I was a little off with my predictions. First of all, just to say here, I've got a headache. I mean, no freaking surprise. I have a headache that's brewing. Like, you can feel it in here. It's starting to get bad. I got my coffee
Stress
here.
headache.
I've tried to hydrate.
Pretty sure no one cares if you hydrate or not, though.
Likely it's a stress headache. I mean, it's probably nothing else than a stress headache.
Well, so we do know that it actually happened. So I'll admit right now I was wrong. Well, I say that, but it's like, so he showed a picture of his car without the wheels, so I'm assuming it actually happened, you know, unless it's like an older picture or something like that, of like when they normally changed it, when they were planning on changing the tire or something beforehand. But if that was the case, he would have mentioned something on his stream, because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up, right? So he'll talk all the time about this and that and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't know when to shut up and stop giving personal information and details. So chances are someone actually did steal the tire. So I'll admit right now I was wrong about that. I think he brings it up in a little bit here.
But it's life, I guess, right?
The robbery stream.
So I'm going to tell you a story here.
I also just want to point out that it's not actually robbery, because robbery would involve someone coming up to someone and saying, hey, give me that tire. This is theft, not robbery.
Good night, everyone. This is not a stream or a video I was expecting to make. I was thinking, I'm going to play Final Fantasy tonight and relax with my audience and have a nice normal day, but I'm not allowed, okay? I'm definitely not allowed to do that in my life. Okay? I'm just
Oh, you poor bitch. I'm not allowed to relax after a hard week of not doing anything. A hard week of playing games all week long. Oh my god. A hard week of people giving me way more money than I ever deserve.
Let me just preface this video. Excuse me. Let me preface this video with a little something we were talking about earlier today. Okay? So earlier today, on my podcast, okay, I was actually getting questioned by some of the live attendees on my podcast this morning. And they were saying things such as, gee, Phil, good for you. You just had a really good week and a half, right? We had 20 straight streams where I was hitting my support goals. It was amazing. And people were like, wow, that's really good, Phil. What do you think you'll do with some of that extra funds that you've raised? And I said, well, I just paid all my monthly bills, and some of them I actually paid up a little bit, ahead a little bit, because I could do that this month, because I actually had a little bit of surplus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that surplus money and I'm going to just let it sit for a bit, because you never know when something could happen. You never know when something could come up that you might need some money
wonder, because obviously this is bullshit, right? We all know this is fucking bullshit. So I'm wondering if, maybe he paid his actual bills, and then whatever was left after he paid his normal monthly bills, he just wasted and spent the whole rest of it on WWE Champions or some other bullshit. Didn't put it into actually buying a computer or anything like that. I might be wrong. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see exactly how this plays out. But my guess is it's already spent, and he might be kicking himself, kind of regretting that he might have spent all that money.
Right? And people were like, oh, but this means you should put that towards a new gaming PC, and you should put this towards this. And I was like, no. No, no, no. Absolutely not. No, what we're going to do...
Does he know what a rainy day fund is now?
Okay? And we're going to see what happens. Excuse me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hello. And welcome to a very special stream and a very special video that I wasn't planning on doing.
Hello.
What do I have? The story to tell you.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to it, Philip.
So. First of all, tonight, if you contribute anyone, this will be an interactive stream. If you do contribute in any way, all right. I will do my best to shout out any, shout out stuff.
Hint, hint.
Thank you. For example,
tip me
Hot
more.
Pocket
I need more money.
And says, I hope you called the police. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Actually, that was $1.25, wasn't it?
Call the police.
No, I don't know. I deleted it already.
Or is it fuck the police?
Yes, it is the same person because then they took $1.28. It said, hopefully you called the police. If not, that was stupid. Now you're getting ahead of yourself. So people are watching this. They're like, call the police. Wait, what's the story Phil's about to tell us? You've gotten ahead of yourself.
I'm pretty sure most people know about this.
When you're telling a story, it's important always. There's a pro tip for everyone out there. When you're going to tell a story.
To all you little kids, because any adult knows this.
You have to start that story from the beginning.
Why does he always treat his audience like they're fucking
details unfold,
12?
You allow that story to blossom and grow into a narrative.
Because they are.
You can't just start at the end. That doesn't make sense. You got way ahead of yourself. He said, call the cops. No, no, no. You don't start by calling the cops. You have to tell the story first. Yeah. For God's sakes. Okay? Anyway, thank you. That was a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
So, yes, if contributions do come in tonight, much appreciated. Especially with the story I'm about to tell you. And I will shout them out, and I will do my best.
Not even being subtle about it, huh?
So here we go. So, I'm here after having a great week and a half of streaming. Everything going great. We're ending the week on a strong note. I'm doing my Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stream earlier. I have a giant hole in my sock.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God. I hate it when he does this stupid
Look
shit.
at this.
Don't
look at the hole
Are you
in my
fucking
sock.
serious?
Like everything else isn't bad enough. Look at this holes
no one
in my
wants to
sock.
see your yellow, ugly-ass fucking socks.
A hole.
Especially when people are waiting to hear this fucking story.
God
supposedly.
damn it.
I mean, we all know the story as it is anyway, but...
Let's get back to the story. So
really?
I'm streaming Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay? We're having a good time. Right? We're about 2 hours into my stream. It's time for my break. Okay? So I go on my break, and I lift up my phone, and I notice, oh shit, my wife has been texting me for about 30 minutes or so. But, you know, I've been playing the game, so I'm not paying attention to
Not a very good husband, huh? Like, what if there's emergency? What if her store was actually getting robbed? And that's the proper terminology. Someone coming in, demanding money, or causing physical harm to a person. Not stealing, not theft, but robbery. Then he wouldn't know. Like, she could be lying dead in a gutter somewhere, like stabbed, and he wouldn't know because he wasn't picking up. That's some husband for you, huh? Maybe you should, like, I don't know, have the ringer on, or that would interrupt his streams, and or like, even if you have it on vibrate, usually you can feel it go off in your pocket and check to see if it's like an emergency or not.
You know, as you guys know, I have everything on silent in the office on purpose so that there's no distractions during streams.
Doesn't sound very convenient in case of emergency.
And all your shit's on the internet. You got to make sure everything's, silent so you don't get interrupted. And so as soon as I go on break, I see this like, oh shit. So I call her right away. I said,
oh, come on. Aren't you just going to give her a pill and leave her on the side of the road, Phil? That's what you said before.
What's going on? And she says, so basically, she was getting, I don't even remember what the story was. Exactly, because the whole thing hit me so hard. I don't know if she was going on break or she was actually getting out of work, whatever it was. She was leaving her job and she walked into the parking lot. And
did you all catch that? I don't remember the story. So are you insinuating none of this is true then, Phil? And you're just making shit up? And you can't keep up with your lies like normal? Is that what you're insinuating? How do you not know what just happened like hours ago?
as she's walking to the car, she realizes, she's looking at it, she's like, what in the hell? Our car, get this, which is locked, secure, everything should be safe, is supported by a car jack, and a tire is missing. Okay? If you don't believe me, I have evidence. That is our car in the parking lot of where my wife works, missing a fucking tire. The entire tire. Not just the rubber. The entire tire has been removed.
The entire tire has been entirely tired.
Dickish. They took the lug nuts.
Not
they
the
took
lug
those
nuts.
fucking lug nuts with them. They did not leave them.
It's time for an overhaul.
That is what she sees when she's coming out to the car after work.
Hold on to your lug nuts, boy.
So, the funny thing is they left their jack. But I hate to tell you guys this, I'm not sure.
Pretty sure a tire is worth more than the jack, so they sacrificed the jack to take the tire. Is probably what they did. You should be lucky they're not total assholes and just lowered your car all the way down and then took the jack also. Because that would have fucked up the underside quite a bit if they had actually done that.
I'm not sure if you're aware, what do they call it? Economies of scale, or, you know, the law of equivalent exchange. The value of a car's entire wheel is not equivalent to the value of a car jack. It is a very unfair exchange. And although I appreciate the fact...
I don't think so, actually. I think you're fucking wrong there. I'm pretty sure even one tire is worth a lot more than those cheap-ass little jacks that you can fucking go to Home Depot, or not Home Depot, but any place and buy. Not to mention, if you're any kind of, like, mechanically sound at all, you probably have, like, a bunch of those laying around anyway.
They actually left the car jack, all right? Sadly, it is not a fair trade. And I am sorry, I appreciate the
oh,
nice
he's just being a dumbass.
gesture, perhaps.
He's just being a retard, sorry.
It's just not right.
Was it?
Okay? So
that's the thing. Sometimes you can't tell if he's being serious or not because of how dumb he actually is. So, like, in past situations when he was being dead-on, drop-dead serious and being really, really fucking stupid, like, he also does it super seriously, so it's hard to tell if he's actually that stupid or if he's being, like, really sarcastic in a really kind of straight, serious tone. Like, so it's kind of hard to tell with him sometimes if he's actually being serious or he just really is all that stupid.
This is what my wife sees when she's going out to her car. Like, what the fuck? So, she runs back inside.
Her car? So it's not your car anymore, huh? It's her car. Because let's be honest, you never leave the house, so you don't fucking need a car. But I guess that's her car.
And, of course, first thing she does, she tells, you know, the other people she works with what's going on. They call mall security. Mall security gets involved, comes out, looks at the car, and the mall security basically says, well, we can't touch anything. We're not true investigators. We can't do anything here with that.
Almost a cop, man. Almost a fucking cop.
You gotta file a police report. That's
almost
how it's
a damn
handled.
cop.
And then once the police are involved, it's the police's job then to contact you and us. And when they contact us, they may ask us for information.
Do you really think they're gonna be dusting for prints on that jack?
Is that at the shopping center where, you know, my wife works, there's cameras everywhere. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I wish this was an exaggerated joke. It's literally not. There is an actual camera.
So we watched that last video with Duty, right? Like, I don't remember him ever before today on. I don't remember him ever before today mentioning that his wife works at a mall. I could be wrong, but I guess he's just given up the whole pretense of where she might work and is definitively saying, yes, she works at a mall. The mall is close to us. Like, I've never heard him say before that she works at a mall. Like, so I'm like, I mean, obviously I don't watch his normal streams. I usually watch like Detractor clips or highlights, especially when he says something stupid. A million clip channels are gonna have it up anyway, and I'll see those. So I'm pretty sure if he had actually said like before today that she worked at the mall or a mall, that would have popped up on one of those clip channels. It would have popped up, right? So it's like, But yeah, so he's just flat out admitting it now.
Camera set up about 20, 30 feet away from where this happened in the parking lot. It's right there. It's a security camera, and it's you know, must have gotten something on video of it.
What is that motion with his hand?
Okay, but what you got to understand is around here, crime is very high, so there's potential that if someone actually did this, there's absolutely no way that they're going to get them, because likely they were probably wearing a hoodie, a mask. They were probably wearing things that would, you know, hide their identity. And you might say, well, if someone's going to steal your entire wheel off of your car, they couldn't just walk away with it. They must have had, like, somewhere to put it. I mean, you're right. They probably drove up in a car, removed it, tossed it in their car, and drove away. But the question is, you know, would that have been caught on camera? You know, what information could the car have a license plate, or is it a fake license plate, a stolen, expired license plate on a car doing this kind of stuff? Correct? Anyway, so my wife is talking with mall security about this at this shopping center and basically getting all this information about what she should do, how she should file a police report. And, you know, then I went on break. I called her and she's like, well, you know, I don't even know what to do. And I was like, well, let me think about this. Is there a spare in the trunk? So they checked, and there is a spare tire in the trunk. All right, that's good. The problem is there's no lug nuts because they took the lug nuts. Okay, so you can't just put the spare tire on.
Is it a full-size spare, or is it just one of those little donuts?
So that's issue number one. Issue number two is how quickly could you maybe like get a replacement wheel? And the answer is, if it was just the tire, you could take it to any tire place. Like, you could literally take this to whatchamacallit.
What's whatchamacallit?
Like Goodyear or something like that. And you could probably get a tire right away, and it wouldn't even be an issue, right? But the fact is, they took the whole wheel. So I need to get a specific wheel type for this car, which likely they probably don't even have something like that just sitting around in stock, right? So already you're talking about that's going to be a pain in the butt, right? It's not just, oh, just get the tire replaced, like the tire popped. It's, oh, the whole freaking assembly is missing off of the car, okay? So, that's the issue there. So we're talking about, what should I do? So in the meantime, I said to my wife, I said, let me call. My dad knows more about cars.
And it just happens to be, it just happens to be like his fucking car out of all, out of all the cars in that fucking parking lot, and it's his fucking car. That's hilarious.
More minded on what to do about this. In the meantime,
don't tell me the tire replacement costs $3,000. Sounds about right.
You know, work there with the security and file a police report. Get that moving, so that way that's in process. While on my end, I try to figure out what else we're gonna do here. Okay? So, I call my dad and we have a conversation about it. My dad is very level-headed about this stuff, and he says basically, you know, you basically got to get it to a car place. You got to get them to look and basically see what tires and order one for you. There's nothing you could do about it. They're gonna have to order a tire. They're not gonna have one there. But it really is a situation where, you know, can I get this spare tire on the car and drive it around? Is it secure? Is the spare tire good? Right? And the good news is I've owned this car since it was new, and I never used the spare tire before. So the spare tire should be fine, okay? Just an issue that I don't have any lug nuts for the damn thing because they took them, okay?
So I'm assuming it's a full-size tire.
And by the way, shout out to Kevin who did a super chat. Talking about Tesla anti-theft protection. That's great. If only we could all afford a Tesla, you know. Sadly, we're not all insanely rich.
Oh, Lord.
And we can't, but thank you for the super chat regardless, Kevin.
How long ago? How long ago was that fucking super chat, too? It was like 10 minutes ago? Like, at least? Since Kevin fucking posted that?
Anyway, so I'm talking with my dad, and he's like, yeah, so what you basically got to do is see if you can get that spare on, great. If you can't get that spare on, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call a car place, see if they recommend a towing service that could tow the car to the car place, and then that car place can essentially see if they can order a new tire for you or whatever, or not just tire, but a whole new wheel for you or whatever. So basically, I talked it out with my dad, like what exactly I should do, what are the steps, because I didn't want to go out there, because, you know, I'm probably going to end up going out there myself to help handle it, you know. Quite frankly, you know, Kat is kind of shaken about this, you know.
Kat, you know, she's kind of stupid. She kind of can't really do anything on her own, so, kind of have to go out there myself and, calm her down, you know. I would have, like, bro, like, it's not like she was threatened at knife point to give up the fucking tire. She didn't even know what happened until she walked out and saw it was gone. How could you be shaken up by something like that? Oh my god. And I don't pretend to be the first person to know really much about, like, cars and shit like that. But my understanding is, like, you got the rim, you got the front, the actual, like, steel rim of the actual tire. And then you got the rubber that goes on the top of it. And then you got the lug nuts and all that shit. So, if their tire if they had an issue with their tire or whatever, and like they needed to steal another tire, or if they were stealing a tire to like sell somewhere to get some crack money or something, they're probably gonna take the whole fucking thing. Why would they take time to actually just take the rubber off of it? You know how much a pain in the ass that probably is? So yeah, of course they're gonna fucking take the whole thing, dumbass.
Go out to your car, you have a whole missing freaking wheel.
Yeah, I was
shaken up about it, and I want to.
Honestly, if I walked out and I saw that my tire was gone, like I would be pissed that I would have to pay money for that or whatever. But my second emotion would be laughing my ass off at just the incredible craziness that is, the total fucking randomness that is. I'm like, are you like incredulous? That's the right word. It's like, you're just, like, so unbelievable that happened that it borders on hilarity. That would be my reaction. I wouldn't be freaking out.
I get out there to help her with
especially since, like, you live near Seattle, Phil. You're a stone's throw away from Seattle, so of course crime's gonna be heavier there.
So I'm there with her. We can handle it together as a couple rather than just one person trying to figure it all out.
But it's a good thing you live in a gated community, huh, Phil? That gated community sure is protecting you and your valuables, huh?
All right. So, basically, I get off the phone with my dad, and, oh, by the way, and we talked about insurance, okay? And essentially with insurance, the way that it would work is the only chance insurance would cover this, there's certain situations, some insurance will not cover a tire at all. Some will. It's situational. But the insurance is, like, not even a factor at this point, because there's so much that has to happen before you can get any kind of car insurance involved. For example, we need a police report. The police likely have to get information from us, like this photo and other stuff. And then they'll likely want to check with the surveillance and all of that to see what they can determine, if they can figure out who this is or not. All right? And then after all that's done, all right, then you can worry about maybe after having the replacement tire and everything done, or replacement wheel. I should see saying wheel because there's a difference between the tire and the wheel. The tire is just the rubber. The wheel is the entire assembly with it, okay? So once all that's done, once the entire replacement wheel is purchased, then you can look to go to your insurance, give them a call and say, hey, look, so here's the deal. My wheel got stolen. You know, I have evidence. There's a police report.
So maybe it is called the wheel. I never hear any.
Get this, you know?
Like,
but also there's other factors there, you know, about deductibles and shit.
Like, I know, like I said before, I know there's like different parts of it and all that shit. But like where I'm from, we just fucking call it a tire. No one ever calls it, I need new wheels for my car. No, like up here, we just call the whole fucking thing a tire. Like, dude, I need to get new tires for my fucking car. So I went down to Pep Boys over here and I got new fucking wheel, I almost did it. We got new tires on my car. No one actually calls it wheels. At least up here.
Right? So depending on what if your
except for when I almost did
is more than the cost of the wheel, then there's no point in even doing it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's just
and like I want to point this out because this is bothering me a little bit. Like, look at her parking job is terrible. Maybe there's like you see this fucking like tiny thin spray line here, right? Because the paint for the parking lot parking spaces lines is so worn out that it's barely there. But like you can tell this is the end of the spot here and this is the beginning of the parking spot here. And she was parked with the front half of her fucking car all the way in the next parking lot in the front of her. So someone was probably super pissed off that she was basically essentially taking up 2 fucking spots. So that probably like pissed them off. They're like, well, I'm going to show you fucking a lesson. I'm going to take your fucking tire because this dumb bitch does not know how to fucking park in a fucking parking lot and it's taking up 2 fucking spots. And I hate that. I hate it when people like she might not have purposely done it because she's like kind of dumb, you know? But like I really hate it when someone will purposely like park in like 2 spots just to protect their car or whatever. It's like, oh, I don't want anyone parking too close to my car, so I'll have to take up 2 or 4 fucking spots. Then you're fucking asking for trouble right there. Then you're like begging for someone to do something with your fucking car. So maybe her poor parking job like instigated this whole theft.
We're at the situation where I'm like, I don't care about the insurance at this point. I just need to get the immediate stuff solved, okay? So what I ended up doing was I actually called a couple places and got some details on where to take it and stuff like that, all right? And I said, well, I got to get out there. So I called an Uber. I jumped in an Uber. And I scooted over to the mall, all right?
I scooted.
It was actually a nice guy who drove the Uber. Very nice.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I'll sell you a single tire for $1. However, the lug nuts will be $10,000. Okay, I'll give you that one. That was a little funny.
Ride. He was quick, so I was happy about that. I actually gave him a tip after the fact because I guess on Uber what you can do is you can pay the fare, but then after the fact, if you have a good ride, you can tip.
You better fucking have tipped him.
It was a nice ride. He was a nice person. Okay. So I got over there, you know, on the Uber, and you know, I'm just as shocked as you guys are. I saw this in person. I was just like, in broad daylight. This is the middle of the day. This happened. This was not at night. This was not, you know, this is not off in a corner, right? A corner of the lot. This was like, you know, right there in the middle. In the middle. I'm just.
Again, if you see someone like nonchalantly trying to like take a tire off, most people driving by are going to assume that's their fucking car and that they're just changing a flat tire. That's what most people are going to like assume when they see something like that. Especially in the middle of the daytime like that, in the middle of a parking lot.
What the
yeah,
fuck?
people are going to assume that, dumbass.
Okay, hold on. I got a couple shout-outs. Let's do shout-outs.
Oh my god.
Stitches Get Britches did a super chat saying no one steals a single tire. He was there and I had britches. Yes, George Dollars. That's very, very, very expecting that story or anything, just so you guys know. For a hat, okay?
Oh.
Pull for.
Wait, who did that?
So let's do a pull. Pulls here. I'm not okay. Oh, I wasn't. I know I wasn't expecting that or looking for that tonight at all. That is so very nice of you.
Oh, so it wasn't.
Okay?
Supposedly it wasn't Jinx or OIC, but it's probably still fucking OIC.
These are just my usual goals here. I'm not doing anything special tonight because of this story or anything, just so you guys know. So let's do a pull for a hat. I'm going to continue to tell you the story, but let me do a pull for a hat, okay? Which hat is... tire jacking best. Which hat would be tire jacking best? Gee, I wonder. Would it be the straw hat? Right? Would it be the beret? Do French people come and steal your wheels? Is that what happens? The cowboy. Do cowboys come and get your hats? Is that what they do? Cowboys? Are they the ones? Or is it the red fedora brigade? Only guys, they show up in red fedoras. And they steal your wheels right off your car. Wow. There you go. Anyway. If you really want me to, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. I don't think it affects anything. Lord Prince Albert did a super chat. He says, honestly, after hearing the situation, I think it's something a little duct tape couldn't fix. Yeah, that's right. Just make a big wad of duct tape, put it right there on there. You drive right on it. Oh, it's just like having a tire. In fact, that's what most people do these days. Just attaching the
I need that money. I really do. I need that money
right?
to pay my bills.
Anyway. Does this bother you? I could leave these on or take them off depending on what you guys want. So George says, I have to consider getting a Tesla. No, they're absolutely ridiculous. There's no way I'm getting a Tesla. I don't have enough money for it. I'm not rich. I can't afford a Tesla. But anyway, George says, this is for the new tire fund. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Butters re-upped his membership for 8 months. Says, do you think your trolls stole your wheel? Yes, it definitely was the trolls. Absolutely. That's exactly what happened here.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
Guitar Player 1939 did a super chat. He says,
I don't have money to do it.
We had our bike stolen at a hotel in broad daylight right in front of the security camera.
Kevin's fault.
Yeah, it's like these people don't care anymore. Like I said, I'm not kidding you. Right next to this, in plain view, there's a security camera that definitely got the picture. The question is the security camera good enough that any legal action can be taken?
Probably not.
You know, anyone could find the people
Usually
who did it. We don't know because we don't get
fault.
access. We were actually told, because I'm going to tell you this.
Usually the quality of those
conversation I had with
security cameras aren't all that
They
great.
basically said they can't give us any information. They have to give it directly to the police. Okay? Anyway, Lies for Soul did a super chat. I drove on 3 wheels in a rim for 15 miles. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I needed to buy a new tire and a rim. Thank you for that. Kevin Bernstein did a super chat. He says, was the Uber driver wearing a hat or vest? Yes. Do you want to know the truth?
Oh my god.
The Uber driver was wearing both a hat and vest.
Bullshit.
He was wearing a driver's cap, and he was wearing a blue driver's cap and a blue vest. I'm not shitting you. He was wearing both. That's 100% true. I didn't get his picture, but he absolutely positively was wearing both. That's just a complete coincidence, and I didn't even think about that till right now when you asked me the question, but absolutely he was. Okay?
Hint, hint, hint.
Okay. Anyway. Let's continue the story while you guys vote for the hat.
Finally.
Actually, you guys voted an incredible... Okay? Anyway. So I show up, I get out of the Uber, and mall security is there with my wife. And so they're talking and everything. And so I have a conversation with security about it again. And basically they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're just security here. But you need to file the police report. My wife's like, actually, I'm doing it right now. Like, she was doing it as we speak. You would go online to file this police report. Okay? So she's doing it. She's putting all this information in and everything about it. And, you know, I think she, you know, the picture, I don't know if she uploaded the picture or not.
These people are
But
such
basically, the police
cocks.
report's all
Jesus,
done
Phil,
online
tell
now,
us
unless
what
it's an
to do to help
emergency.
you guys
If it's an
out.
emergency, you call like 911 so the cops will show up. But if it's not an emergency, you don't even talk to anyone. If you call the police here, you will never speak to a person. It just goes to an automated menu, and you must select options that just tell you go online and file anyway. So she's filed an online police report for it, and we were told they will contact us. We don't know when.
Kind of love that big old city living, I guess. Like, I don't live in a big city. It's like a very small city or a very big town. But like, if you call the cops would show up. Especially like if you get in an accident or something like that, cops will show up. There's like cops all over the fucking place.
But they're
just
going
need
to
to flag one down,
apparently.
apparently.
Which I will give wholeheartedly. And basically,
how to support that blue line, thin blue line.
They will contact the mall security if they wish to launch an investigation for this. And then they will work with mall security to get the surveillance footage and work there. And we should be given like a case number and a follow-up and all of that at a later date. So that way we'll have that information if I choose to go to my car insurance to try to do anything about this with my car insurance. Okay? So I can't do anything with my car insurance until the police decide to do something, and then I get a case number and all of that stuff. Okay? So there you go. Lizer sold another super chat, and he says they steal catalytic converters during broad daylight in Walmart parking lots.
Actually, it says catalyst converters because he doesn't know how to spell.
There you go. Thank you, Lizer, for selling. I believe you, by the way, on that. I really do. Okay. So, after speaking with mall security, they're basically saying, yeah, there's not much we can do to help you, but you have a spare, my wife and mall security had checked, and the spare tire's in the trunk. It appears to be intact and new and good to go. Like, the spare tire seems fine. Problem is, I don't have any lug nuts, okay? So, in the meantime, I called, like, a tow place.
Well, apparently it was lug nut day.
With a tow guy. A local tow guy. And I explained, I want you to tow it, to a place near me that can order tires or whatever. Because I need to order a tire right away. Obviously, I need a tire for this thing, and we'll have to talk about options or whatever. Okay? And so the tow guy says, well, here's the deal. He says, I'm already in your neighborhood anyway. So I'll come by. He says, but if you can go find some lug nuts or whatever in the meantime, and you can put your spare on, then you should drive your car to the car place, not me. That's going to save you a ton of money. And I was like, I understand that. That's actually quite nice of you. Let me go see what I can do. But in the meantime, he says, I'll be on the way anyway. Okay? So I actually walked, and in the actual shopping center, which I didn't know, there actually was a place that...
Gotta get, like, common sense advice from, like, an actual businessman who's, like, actually, like, trying to help this moron out. He's like, dumbass, like, you could just fucking go and get some fucking lug nuts and drive it to that place instead of me charging you, like, twice as much to fucking do the same thing, you dumbass. Actually, that's kind of a good idea. Maybe I should have done that to begin with. Thank you. And he's just shaking his head like fucking idiot.
That has car parts. So I walked in.
Oh, Joy, the car parts stores.
5 lug nuts for a 2017, Toyota. And they went and looked and said, we have them. Okay? So it's handed...
Of course they have them. It's a Toyota Corolla. It's like one of the most common cars in America. Sorry. But yeah, it's like one of the most common cars in America today. So of course they're gonna have that. Jeez.
A handful of lug nuts.
You're lucky you didn't have like some weird ass fucking car, like, I don't fucking know, like a Nissan or, well, that's not that weird, but no, Nissans are kind of Nissans are pretty common too nowadays, actually. Like if it was more like a Volkswagen, or if you had still fucking had your fucking BMW, like those, like just the lug nuts alone would have been a lot of fucking money.
For a few bucks. All right, take that back. It was around $10. Okay? All right. So this is good news. Maybe I can get this spare tire on myself. Okay? So.
Dig in my ear.
I go back to the car. I pull the spare tire out. I, start to line up the tire and everything. So it's lined up. And I go to start to put the lug nuts on. This one, okay, this one's going on. This one's huh? Well, that's just my luck. They handed me a handful of lug nuts. 4 of them are correct, and 1 of them is incorrect size. So I got 4 out of 5 lug nuts that are correct, okay? It's just my luck. Good news is you can drive with 4 lug nuts instead of 5. That's actually passable, all right? So, well, that's just it, right? So anyway, I'm fixing the
So you buy lug nuts, and I know it's only $10, right? I get that, but still, it's the principle of the thing. You go back out there, oh wait, one of them's the wrong size. Well, it's good enough with just 4. No, you march your ass right back to that fucking store, and you're like, dumbasses, one of these is the wrong size, and they'll swap the one that's the wrong size for one that's the correct size for free without having to do anything. This is the same man who bitched for like months on end that his Burger King's chicken burger was so messy, and he tried so hard to get a refund. This is King Karen over here. And the one time he doesn't like actually go back and like bitch about something and demand a refund or demand a replacement is the one time he probably should have fucking gone and done that. Are you serious? The one fucking time he doesn't go Karen is the one time he probably should have fucking gone Karen and gone in and got a replacement. I'm like, and all the other ones that he has gone Karen on were uncalled for and him just being petty douchebag. But the one time he didn't, he actually fucking should have? Oh my god. He just didn't want to walk all that fucking way back to that store to get another fucking one. That's the truth of it right there. He didn't want to have to fucking bother walking all the way back.
Lug nuts, and as I'm fixing the lug nuts, the tow guy shows up. And he gets out of his car and he says, all right, so let's see how's everything's going here. And he's like, he looks, he's like, yep, those are the right lug nuts and everything. Yeah, they're fitting fine. And so basically I'm putting them all on, and it's like, good. I was like, dude, I seriously, and this is truth, I haven't changed in the 2000s. That car had issues, and times I popped my tire, it was low tire, and I changed the tire on that a few times. This is the first time I actually changed a car in a very long time. So I'm making sure, you know, it's nice to have someone there with you to say, I know what I'm doing, and you're doing it right. You know, not that I couldn't have figured it out, but it's nice to have someone there to confirm you're doing it correctly, okay? So I got them on, and then I go get the, whatever the thing is, the wrench from the, you know, that was with the spare, and I tighten them all on, okay?
You mean a tire iron, Phil? Oh, the big wrench plus sign thingy? And you put it on the bolt, and you turn it clockwise, and it go boo. Like, no, the tire iron, dumbass.
And then I go, okay, now I gotta get, by the way, everything's good. And, I'm like, okay, so now I gotta get it off the jack.
He's a terrible storyteller.
We're both looking at this jack, and I realized something. I said, wait a minute. So I got my wrench. All I have is my wrench, and I have my, you know, my spare tire. And I have my own jack in the trunk. My own car jack is in the trunk. But I'm not using it. Obviously, this person who stole my tire, it's their car jack that's on the car right now. Okay?
I can see where this is going.
I'm like, all right, so let me get the car off the jack, get it down on the ground. And I realized, I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't have a tool that fits their car jack. Their car jacks, there's a hole that you're supposed to stick something in and twist it to make it go up or down. It's a different size than any of the tools in my car set. They're all different. They don't fit. They're all too big, actually. They won't fit in the hole, so you can take the car jack
down. They won't fit in the hole.
And I was like,
I have this problem all the time. Oh, wait, no, I don't.
Shit. Like, what do I do now? I can't get the jack down. So luckily, the guy who is the tow guy says, all right, hold on. And he went into his car, and he had a giant wrench, or not wrench, excuse me, screwdriver, like huge. This thing was like this long, and it's essentially it's a two-in-one tool. It's a screwdriver, but it's also used for stuff just like this. So he had a long screwdriver that fit in this jack, and he got my car down onto the ground. If it wasn't for him, I would have had to go beg people in the car parking lot, or go maybe back to the car place and be like, can someone come over here and test tools? Do we find a tool that fits this goddamn jack so we can get my car off the ground? Like, there was no other way that I was going to get this jack undone.
I was kind of hoping he would just try prying it out with the tire iron and fuck up the underside of his car. That would have been hilarious.
The jack is down, the car is on the ground, Okay, we're basically pushing, testing. Okay, the spare looks like it's good. It's not great. Everyone knows spare tires aren't great. You're not supposed to drive long distances on them. You're not supposed to drive on the highway. You're not supposed to drive fast on them.
So it is a donut.
Essentially, if you need to do essentials and get your car from point A to point B, you put the spare on. But you don't drive around on the spare for more than you absolutely need to. Okay, it's just for very necessary things. All right. So
how much money you need? Jesus Christ, these people are good.
We're testing it. It looks good. And he's basically like, yeah, just be sure you test your air pressure. You know, that thing's been in your trunk for, you know, years and years. So just be sure that air pressure is good. And the thing is, I actually have a...
Just ask your nearest Mexican for car help. They would be down to help you. Wow, that's not racist at all. I mean, it's totally true, but that's still fucking racist. Oh yeah, just go down to the Home Depot. There's usually some Mexicans standing around looking for work. They'll totally help you out. They know what they're doing. Well, they'd probably be more smarter than this dumbass, that's for damn sure. But it's still kind of racist.
In my garage. I have one already. So, you know, we figure I'm going to get it home. I'm definitely going to check it, make sure it's good. I have.
Wait, what?
The thing is, I actually have a tire inflator in my garage.
Oh.
I have one already.
Yeah, air compressor.
You know, we figure I'm going to get it home. I'm definitely going to check it, make sure it's good, make sure it's...
I have that tire inflator thing. It's like you can push it down. It's a bike pump. And you push it down and pump it, and it inflates your tire up.
Filled and everything for, you know, having to drive this around for necessary places, okay? But in the meantime, I drove the car to the car place, okay? From the shopping center to the car place. And
that's
so
racist, yeah, exactly.
And basically we go through the rigmarole
the
of what
whole
we're going to have to do.
Racist.
And he's like, yeah, we don't have, you know, we don't have the wheel in stock. We don't have entire wheels. We have the tire. If we needed just the tire replaced, all right, that would have been fine. But we need the whole thing. I order the whole wheel. He's like, so we got to order it. Now, the good news is, what's going on? People are saying things are going on that are racist and stuff. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what you mean. Hold on.
Lycifer sir being a racist piece of shit. That's what.
I don't know what you're saying. Hold on.
That guy should be banned. Wow, they're just calling for him to be banned. I'm Mexican, I can say that.
Lycifer Soul, did you say something ridiculously racist? If you did, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, dude.
No, it's okay. Seriously. I'm Mexican, I swear. I'm fine. I'm Mexican, so I can say...
You can't say racist shit. I mean, come on. Stop being a fucking idiot, all right? Anyway, at this point, I guess I can... Let's get rid of this picture, because the car now has a spare tire on it. So at least I can drive the car on the spare tire.
Be an asshole,
by the way, the car's actually not bad on the spare tire. It drove fine. Just that it's a little bit harder to turn, I would say. But outside of that, it's pretty fair. It's a fair spare tire. It's not bad. And it seemed like it is inflated. It seems fine. I mean, it doesn't look good. Everyone knows spare tires look like shit. But at least I could drive the car on it.
So it is a little donut. It's not a full-size spare.
So anyway, oh, by the way, we have shout-outs to do. All right, let's do the shout-outs, and then we'll continue the story.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Online, deal with that kind of stuff. I'm serious. Like, there's so much crime out here. I would much rather have them deal with violent crime and major problems. What were they going to do? Dust for prints? No.
They should have. They need to come over here and dust for prints.
Gave the details and talked to the security guys about the security camera footage. They don't need to be there for that until they're ready to show up. You know what I'm saying?
These cucks. You get DSP in trouble with your racism.
If you're so crime-ridden where you live that you need to be available just for the essentials, I don't blame them for having a file your police report online, you know, and then get followed up with later service. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't hear from them for days, and by the time that they follow up with me, they've already talked to, like, the mall police and everything about it. You know what I'm saying?
The mall police?
Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all, okay? Anyway.
You mean the police dropouts who couldn't pass the exam? So they have to be security guards?
I received a $50... He showed you... Actually, I should bring that up for a second, because when I showed up... All right. Excuse me. When I showed up, I was talking with mall security. And I was like... We were having a conversation, and we came to the conclusion probably the reason they only took one tire is probably because someone saw it. Or maybe they were doing it, and in the process of doing it, they realized that there was a camera right there. And they were like, oh, shit, I guess we shouldn't really be doing this for too long, and then they left. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would have stopped them from taking all 4 tires at that point? They easily could have just went boop, 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 and took them all, right? So, maybe that's what it is that they realized after the fact, or they saw someone coming by, and they were like, whoa, you know, we gotta get out of here. Because you're right, it's weird that it's just the one and then they're gone. Right? Very weird. Anyway, thank you, Jinx. And again, you're right. It's not about the vest. It's not about goals or anything tonight. I'm just trying to tell my story of what just happened. Okay? Thank you for the tip. So. Oh. So we need to have a vest pull now. All right, so please vote on a vest. And then we don't have to worry about no other perks tonight. We hit them all. Thank you, guys. Okay, but you're right. Like, it's weird they only took the one tire. It's very weird that they only took the one. So anyway, here's the good news. The tow guy is so nice, right? So once the tow guy gets the car down onto the ground, all right, and he helped me with that because, I mean, I didn't need help getting the tire on, but I needed help. I couldn't undo that jack. I didn't have a tool that would fit it. He's like, you know what, dude? You know, you're good. Don't worry about having to pay me nothing or anything. That, I was alright. Consider this a break. And he had a cigarette. He's like, consider this having a break. I was like, dude, you gave me a real solid here today. And I shook his hand. I said, thank you very, very much. That's really nice of you that you came out here just to kind of supervise. I didn't need the tow, thank God. Because he literally said to me, he's like, just so you know, if I tow your car, it's going to be like $200-300. And I was like, yeah, so let's hope I get this thing working. And it did. So basically, you know, it worked out fine in that regard. The spare was on.
Should have gave him a tip
the
anyway.
Guy didn't charge me anything, so that was very, very nice. Okay.
Yeah, you should have fucking still tipped him a little bit.
All right, so then I drove the car across town, got to a car place, and basically the car place says, yes, we have to order you. We can't just get you a tire. We have to get you the entire wheel assembly. That's the only way it's gonna work, obviously, duh. But we don't have one here. What I am doing, I'm looking here, and it looks like we have one that's in the area and or that's on order. We can get it here in 2 days. Well, that's good news. 2 days, they'd order it tonight, and it would either show up, you know, Thursday at the earliest, Friday, at maybe the latest Saturday, but they're hoping it'll be here by like Friday-ish. Okay?
That's not really in the area really then, cool. Is it?
All right?
Maybe
2 days, that's not a big
but...
deal. It means that my wife will be able to go to work like normal when she has her normal working hours coming up, okay? So, they put it on order, and let me just put it this way. I said something at the beginning of this video, in the beginning of this stream. I said, everyone was like, oh, Phil, right? So great for you. All that extra money that you raised. Right?
Here it comes.
And, you know, and I said, no, we're going to keep that money just in case something, you know.
An actual rainy day fund?
Right? It's literally what I said.
Kind of suspicious about that.
In case something comes up. Well, guess what?
Something came up.
Something came up. Because, just to let you know, it's going to be just about under $700. Just under, I believe.
For
actually,
one tire?
It was 600 and change plus tax.
Bro.
Your tax is high. It's like 10% or something like that.
For one tire?
So,
you got scammed, bro.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh
I
my
could have
God.
looked around. What I was being told by certain people, for example, when I went to the car place, I bought the lug nuts. The guy was like, if you really want to save money, you should go to like scrap yards, and you should be fishing out there for tires at scrap yards. That's what, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Hint, hint, hint. Do you really think I have time to go from scrap yard to scrap yard looking?
So I remember a couple years ago, I had a hole in a tire and we tried patching it, but it still wasn't good enough, even with the patch. And we eventually had to replace a tire, but I think it was no more than $200. Like just the one tire, it was no more than $200. Well, he got fleeced so fucking bad, bro. No, it was the whole thing because the rim was bent a little bit, and that's what caused the hole in the tire. So it wasn't even just the rubber. The whole fucking wheel was like $200 at most. I think it was like 140, 160, something like that. Like, where the fuck did you go? $600 for one fucking tire?
For a wheel for my car?
Oh my God.
I don't even have another way to get around. I don't have a spare car. You know what I mean? So, basically, what am I going to do? I have to pay it for this freaking tire.
You could have at least called around the other tire places and like compared rates or something first.
Wheel assembly. It's not just, if it was just the tire, it would have probably been like $200. But it's the wheel assembly that ended up being like $400+. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's insane, right? So there you go.
Dude, if you actually pay $700 to install one tire and rim, I will never tip you again.
And and it's on order.
I hope so.
And the good news is there's no additional fee. There's no installation charge. Basically, the cost of the wheel and the tire is it. There's nothing on top of any of that.
What a liar.
But
yeah,
it
they're
just
not
sucks.
even believing him.
And there is one big negative. You ready? I'm no
that's
longer
not a
going to
negative?
have the Toyota symbol in the middle of my tire. And that's just the worst part.
Wait.
The fact that I'm paying top dollar for a new tire and a new wheel assembly, and I'm not getting the
Tire
Toyota
plus the DLC.
symbol in the middle. Now,
So he is paying $600. No, wait. What did he say? $700 for a whole ass wheel and quote unquote tire assembly, and it's not even the right rims. Like it's not even replacement rims for that exact car, bro. Like if you're paying that much fucking money, you might as well get the like it better come with the actual fucking rim, the rims for a Toyota car. Are you fucking serious? This man is like stupid as hell. Jeez, I gotta censor myself.
Else, I might have forgiven, but no Toyota symbol. That's where I draw the line.
God.
Now I'm fucking pissed off.
$700 for one tire?
By the way, it's hilarious because some people are actually saying that that's way too expensive. You have to understand, it's brand new, not driven, it's not used, and this is ordered from a warehouse or whatever. That's what it costs new at these places. You understand? That's exactly what it costs.
Did he go to Did he go to a fucking dealership? Oh my god, he went to a fucking dealership, didn't he? It's brand new at the factory? Holy shit, he went to a fucking dealership! Bro, not like everyone knows not to go to a dealership to get your fucking car fixed. Holy shit. So, where I live, we have Dunn Tire, and we have Mavis Tire, like Mavis, and I think there's a whole nother one too. You go to like one of those places, or like a local, like a local car repair auto body shop. You don't go to the fucking dealership, you dumb shit. No wonder it's $700 if you go to the... Oh my god. He went to the Toyota dealership. He goes there. You're like, oh, we got a sucker here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be about $680 for one tire and the rims, and they're not even your normal Toyota. Like they're not even your normal Toyota rims, or won't even match the one for your car or anything like. Bro, you like your first problem was going to a fucking dealership. If that tow guy heard that you were taking it to an actual dealership, he would have smacked the shit out of you. He would have been like, dude, don't take it to a fucking dealership. Are you fucking stupid? Oh my god.
It's new at these places. Yes, if you get it secondhand used, you'll save a ton of money. Absolutely you will. Like I said, go to a scrapyard, go to a place that just has it used.
Not a
you'll
scrap.
save ridiculous amounts
It
of money.
doesn't even have to be used. It doesn't even have to be used. You can buy a new tire. It will not cost $700 for a new fucking tire. Holy shit. My man, when I said we replaced a tire, that tire was new. It didn't it wasn't the same. It doesn't match the other tires, but it was still a new tire. I mean, it was like, yeah, and it's still working fine. We're still driving on it today. It still works fine. It's the same size as the other tires, but it's like it's not the exact same tire brand or anything. So we have one wheel that has like a different brand name than the like our one tire, the one we replaced says like Mavis tire instead of whatever the other Firestone. Instead of the Firestone ones, it says Mavis because it was like their brand or whatever, right? But who gives a shit? It's the right size tire. It works. It was new. and it matches all, like no one's gonna look down and look and see this as Mavis. It looks the same as the other ones. Granted, we still had the same rim, not the rim, not the actual metal rim of the tire, but the hubcaps. We still had the same hubcaps, so the hubcaps all match, but they replaced the rim, obviously, because the rim was bent. But the hubcaps still match, so it's like, my God. You are, like, and still, that was only $200. One single new tire will not cost $700. $700 is usually for all 4 tires to be replaced. Like, over here anyway, I don't know about fucking Seattle, but over fucking here, it's like, oh, I need winter tires. Well, that'll be $600, $700 for winter tires here. For all 4 of them. Not just one. And I guarantee you, he fucking went to a dealership. Holy
probably get it for like
shit.
$100, $200. But I'm getting the new stuff, and that's what it costs. Okay? It would be different if I had a spare car.
You got
to drive
fucking
around
fleeced
or
again.
for my wife to go to work
Jesus
in. Then I would wait
Christ.
and I would actually look around. But I can't do that. I don't have the luxury of doing that. I have to get this as soon as possible, have it done with, so that we can move on. And basically now, you know, talking with Kat, what we need to do is from now on when she goes to work, she has to always try to park in a place where it's like crowded, like super crowded. Because if she parks somewhere out there where it's a little bit spacious or whatever, this is probably what's going to happen. They're probably targeting those areas. Oh, not a lot of cars around. Let's get them. Let's get that car, right? If you're at least, think of it this way. If you're parking in an area that's very, very crowded, well, guess what? Do you think they're going to try to fit between 2 cars and jack it up and steal your wheel? Of course not. They're going to go out to the cars that are out there, easy to get under, easy to do this shit with. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It sucks. You know, is it fortuitous for me that I literally just had a week and a half of exceptionally great streaming? Yes, it is. But as I told you guys, it's funny. It's they say it's easy come, easy go. You know what I mean? So I just made a lot of extra income on a week and a half of streams. And then what happens is immediately this happens and I just pissed away a giant chunk of what I made. Just like that. It's gone. It's finger snapping.
Well, that's because you're a moron.
You know? And like I said,
a
the other
fool and
money,
his money
I put
soon parted.
towards
Holy
some bills
shit.
already, which is nice. That I paid down some bills and stuff. But outside of that, you know, what else am I going to do? So what I got to do now is I got to wait. First of all, I have a spare tire. So tomorrow is still my day off. And tomorrow I still got to do the essentials. So for example, I need to drive to the grocery store and do grocery shopping. You know, I have to do that tomorrow. We have no food to make in the house for the week. I have to do that. That's fine. The spare tire is fine. The grocery store's close. It's not like I'm driving 400 miles on this spare tire or anything. It's not a big deal. I can easily do this myself.
Cause he doesn't do it with her anymore.
The good news is last week was our very busy day out. All right. So the crazy stuff we needed to do, all the shopping and all of that we needed to do, we actually got done last week. This week was already going to be a very more relaxing, laid-back day home. And just me doing necessary errands. And that's exactly what it's going to be, is I have to just run necessary errands while I'm out. And that's all I can really do.
So yeah, limited. So he's not even going to fucking try to call the insurance company to see if they'll cover it. Not even try at all. Assuming that's actually true and that it actually costs that. Where's the receipt, Phil? Show us a receipt. You can take a picture and blow up the receipt to show that you're not lying about that. Show us the actual cost to get a new tire. Because this sounds I don't believe... I believe someone took your tire. I don't believe for a second it costs actual $700 fucking dollars to fix it. And if it is, it's just showing how much more of a fucking retard you are. And it's like, we're back again with the whole fucking, yeah, it was a tire thing from last time, wasn't it? Wait, let me... Yeah, wait. Yeah, because wasn't it like a year ago he had tire issues too? And he had to get a tire replaced? And like, ain't this just the same fucking tire thing recycled again? Am I going crazy? Remember he like, his wife was like about to head to work and they saw that the tire was like deflated or whatever, and then it kept leaking all the time. Yeah, and then he took it to a tire place close by, and the trolls found out. The trolls fucking found out that about like what tire place he took it to, and they charged him about the same fucking amount of money as this time. He is just recycling. I wonder if they took that actual tire they replaced it with. But my god, like, history just keeps repeating with this dumbass. Again, it's a tire issue. Again. Holy shit. My god. No, I'm wrong actually. It was the spark plug thing, right? Cuz his car wasn't starting. So he took it to like a car repair place, like close to home, and that was supposedly a trap he fabricated to catch his trolls or whatever, some bullshit like that. But he ended up paying what, $500 or $600 just to replace a few spark plugs or some bullshit like that. Or something like that, I think. And now we have the same situation here. So like, I think $500 to $600 is his like go-to pull a random number out of his ass kind of thing. Like, it's just to pull a random fucking number out of his ass and be like, "Yup, here it is. It's gonna cost this much to fix it." When in reality was like maybe only a couple hundred or something like that. Because he doesn't care if he ends up looking stupid as long as he gets more sympathy bucks and extra money from it. If it even happened at all. I mean, there's always a possibility that his tire just got a flat and he was swapping the tire out with the spare, and he just took a picture and fabricated this entire fucking story. So there's a possibility that happened too, but I mean, do we really believe him on anything he says? So, and I forgot to switch it to headphones.
So, it is what it is. Now, the tire is going to be coming probably Friday, Saturday. Yes, when the tire arrives and I get the call, that means it's going to affect my streams this weekend. It will. Absolutely, 100% it will affect my streams this weekend. How much or when? I don't know. Okay? I just don't know. What to tell you. I'm looking at the situation. Will it affect, a Zelda stream? Will it affect the React stream? I don't know. It depends on when,
such quality streams will be
basically
affected.
When we get the call. Okay? So, what can I say? I'll let you know. And go from there. Okay? So it sucks. And really, again, there's not much I can do about that, right? There's not much I can do at all. Besides just my wife being more careful where she parks. And try to park in areas where it doesn't think people are going to do that kind of shit. You know what I mean? No real control over crime or any of this. Now, of course, when the police do eventually get around to contacting me, I'm absolutely going to proceed with making sure that police report is followed up on, and that hopefully they will contact the mall security, and they will do their best to get security footage from the lot to figure out what the hell happened here, and basically try to get all that they can, all right, out of this, and hopefully find someone who did it. Will they? I don't think so. I have zero
Probably
belief
not.
that this will happen. I guarantee you whoever did it probably is they had a hoodie or had a mask on or whatever, and likely they're not driving around in a car that's easily going to have a license plate that you can immediately get them. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be an idiot, right? So now, when the police report's filed, should I even bother calling my insurance, my car insurance? I don't know, because likely, I'll be honest, I don't know off the top of my head what my car insurance deductible is. Okay, I just don't know. I have to call them to find out. I'll tell you this, I guarantee you, probably most car insurance deductibles are around $1,000. Okay? So likely it's not going to matter, because even if I call them, they're going to be
I
like,
mean,
well,
I'm not
you
going to
didn't
shit
know.
him on not knowing what his deductible for his car insurance is, because I don't know what my deductible for my car insurance is because that's not really as often something you find out about. You hopefully, if you're lucky, kind of thing. Like, obviously, know what my deductible for my health insurance is, but for car insurance, is kind of
you have to pay that amount before we'll start actually covering above and beyond. And then on top of that, I actually heard that a lot of places, you know, a lot of places sadly will not grant it anyway. They'll say that if, like, a theft of a tire would not be covered. If I got into a car accident, that's covered by your auto insurance. But just a tire being taken right off your fucking car, that would not be covered. Okay?
So he's probably not even going to call to even find out. He'll just kind of, oh, it's probably not covered anyway.
All right, so
you guys will cover it.
Red vest? Red vest it is tonight. Hooey. And by the way, it's hot in here, so I want the air conditioner back on. I'm wearing jeans. In a very rare turn, DSP wears jeans on stream.
No one cares. Oh my god, no one gives a shit.
On his legs and how, oh yes, the contours of the jeans. You love it, don't you? Yes, I never
because it's one of the only fucking times that he actually has to go outside of the house other than his day off. Other than his day off, he never has to actually, like, wear jeans or anything.
I never wear jeans on stream because they're kind of a little uncomfortable to sit here on a chair all day. These are good outdoor clothing. Usually I just wear comfy pants when I'm on stream, but I literally came in, you know, and that's that. That's what happened, all right? So, in summary, yes, we had our entire wheel stolen off of our car today while my wife was at work. Looks like this, all right? We got some brakes, meaning I didn't have to have it towed, which was excellent. It saved me hundreds of dollars to not have the car towed.
Oh, I thought...
but yeah.
I thought he meant like, oh, while we were there, I replaced some brakes on my car or something. That's what I thought he meant for a second. I'm like, what? No, because the brake pad's right there still. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, what? No, okay, I gotcha.
It's going to cost us a pretty penny. It's going to cost us between $600 to $700,
which is still fucking ridiculous. Because I guarantee, because I guarantee you, the place he took it to was the Toyota dealership. He just like, that's the only thing he could think of. I'll take it to where I bought it, the Toyota dealership, and of course they're gonna. You take it to any dealership, even if it's not even a tire, but like if your car is damaged or whatever. You do not, like, the first rule is you never take it to a dealership because they are always going to charge you, like, almost twice as much as it will normally cost if you go to, like, a local mechanic type thing. Never go to a fucking dealership for anything except for buying the actual car. But I guarantee you probably went to the fucking dealership and they charged him out the ass and scammed him.
Friday, Saturday-ish. Yes, that will affect my weekend streams. I will let you know exactly when this will affect my streams when I get the information about it, all right? And then on top of that, you know, I am going to follow up, and I'm going to make sure that when the police call me that we give them all the information, and if they can do something about it, great, and if not, I have absolutely positively no inkling that the police will be able to do much, nor do I have any kind of belief that I'm going to get anything out of my car insurance. I think it's just going to be all on me to pay. How is Cat? Cat is rattled.
Right? Damn, does Cat always park like that? Taking up 2 damn spots. So it's almost like a urban, like, not vengeance type thing, but it's like urban karma type thing. It's like, okay, if you're a bitch who takes up 2 parking spots, like, this is like your retribution that you get for trying to be safe and taking it. It's like more of the principle of a thing than anything else. Like, we don't really need this tire, but this bitch thinks their car is so, like, special she needs 2 fucking parking spots. We gotta do it.
Cat admittedly is rattled. I mean, nothing happened to her, thank God.
Why is she rattled?
You know,
nothing. She didn't even see them.
It's a place where
oh my God,
you know, tons of people are working and shopping every day. and it's just not safe. You know, now she has to worry every day about going
not
to work
safe.
and
It's
what's gonna
not like
happen
they
when I go to
killed a
work,
person.
right?
It's not like they stabbed someone.
Like I told her, all she can do, she has to
Oh my
park
gosh.
better places, basically.
Yeah,
Safer
you gotta
places
park better,
where,
bitch.
you repeal.
Fucking parked in
it's
two
not gonna be a
spots.
situation where you're kind of isolated, and then they think they could do crimes to you. You have to, as much as it sucks to park in a real crowded, annoying, area. It feels like you're sardines in a can or whatever. You kind of got to do that these days. You got to be close and crushed with everything.
Is she one of those bitches who like parks all the way fucking down there, so like no one else parks next to her car? So like the kind of parking lot's like close to the door, it's all really packed, and she parks all the way fucking down there, so no one parks next to her precious 2014 fucking Toyota Corolla, even though they're acting like it's some super rare, super expensive car. Like, no, it's not a fucking BMW anymore, dumbasses. It's just a Toyota Corolla, okay? It's nothing that's special or fancy. It's one of the most common cars in America. Calm down.
Everyone, right? In order to be able to be safe. It's absolutely positively freaking ridiculous, right? By the way, I'm just going to ban every single idiotic person who says something dumb in the chat right now. I swear to God. You are the biggest fucking morons. You're going to come on this stream tonight and you're going to say dumb shit in my chat. It is an instant fucking ban the moment you say something stupid.
Are you worried this might have been a detractor?
I dare you. You're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown.
Oh no, they'll have to make a stock account and join you again. Oh no. A whole 1 day of waiting.
Unbelievable. Anyway. Calm down now.
I don't want any drama in the
Okay,
stream chat.
so yes, Cat is rattled. Cat is stressed. Cat, really, be honest, is like, I don't feel safe. And like, I don't blame you. You know? I don't blame
You
her.
should get a work
When
from
something like this
home
happens, how can you
job
feel safe about
again,
your
hon.
workplace, right?
Like you did when
all
you
you do
used
is
to
take
be a
precautions.
streamer.
Okay? So, let's see here.
This is why I never go out of the house. This is why I always work from home in the comfort of my own home. And this is why I never go out anywhere. I am justified in me being a hermit because shit like this happens all the time when you go out and you do stuff in real life and be an actual human, damn it.
Lies for Soul cheered says, do you want to join an Amish community? No. Lies for Soul did a super chat says, no one's going to do anything about you putting Def Jam in Never Played. The game is... What the fuck are you talking about? What? And Lord Prince Albert did a super chat and says, maybe you were targeted by fellow Italians and they're sending you a message. Perhaps. Perhaps it was the mob. You're correct. Maybe it was the mob. You're right. It might have been.
His mind goes straight to the mob.
They had enough of me.
I guess all Italians are mobsters, huh? Does that make me a mobster, Phil?
This was their message.
Am I gonna teach you a lesson you'll never forget? Parking in two spots is unforgivable.
You want to know why there might be something to that?
I can't do a good impression.
Because when I came home, I went to the bedroom and this was on my bed. Just like that. I was like, huh?
Oh, okay. That's kind of funny. You're gonna sleep with the fishes.
No, actually, if you want to know what this is, okay? If you want to know what this is...
Why does he have a picture of a random fish?
Basically, this is a fish that my dad caught today. Because, I called my parents and was telling them everything multiple times. They helped me earlier on, and I called them after the fact to let them know the resolution and everything. So, basically, I called my parents, and my dad says, so I'm sorry to hear about all this, but I just want to let you know, this morning I went down to the park, and I caught a rainbow trout. And I was like, oh, that's nice of you, Dad. It's not very nice, right? And he's like, do you want a picture of it? Well, actually, he didn't even ask. He just sent it unsolicited. He sent me a picture of the rainbow trout that he caught this morning down at the park.
Unsolicited fish
Like,
pic.
that's nice. It's a nice fish, by the way. It's a beautiful fish. I have no idea what it had to do with anything or why he felt like he had to send me a picture of it.
Oh my god.
While all this was going on, but he did. He sent me a rainbow
He was
trout.
proud of
What do
it,
you guys
dummy.
think? Do you like the look of that trout? Is that a good-looking trout? Fishy?
Oh my god.
Rainbow trout was good eating. He actually said if he had caught a few fish, he would have kept them, but he threw this one back. He said it was his only catch of the day, actually. He got 1 trout. That was it. He put it back in the water. There you go. Anyway. I got a $1.50 tip.
Fish Guts is his name. He's like, look at how they massacred my boy. My boy.
Does my car have an alarm? No. Our car does not have an alarm. Car alarms are insanely ineffective, by the way.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Like, my car is old, right? My car is a 2006, and it just got 70,000 miles on it for 2006, right? And my car has a car alarm, but that's because it came with it. I thought most modern cars nowadays come with like a built-in car alarm, right? I mean, I bought my car used, so maybe that's why. Maybe someone put a car alarm in it already. But I thought, I mean, I'm not the biggest car guy, but my thinking here is that like most modern cars nowadays have a built-in fucking car alarm. So if that's the case, then what? Did he just fucking disable the car alarm because it's annoying? Oh my god. So like this probably could have been prevented if you dumbasses had a fucking car alarm or didn't shut your car alarm off. Oh my gosh. Ugh. See, so that was me speculating, like, wouldn't have the fucking car alarm have gone off or something? But no, he probably fucking... Actually, one second. I have my Mexican boyfriend here, and earlier, Lucifer Soul in his chat said something like to the effect of, what was it? It's like, oh, you should just go and find a Mexican. They can help you out. Is that true, babe? Will Mexicans know how to do it? Should he just go to the
you should just go down the road
Home Depot and find a Mexican, pick him up, and they'll probably do a better job than Phil did. That's for sure.
Probably, but I think anyone would do a better job than he did.
Yeah, probably.
But I think that's just a stereotype.
Well, obviously, and like in the all the people in the chat will call him out for being a racist piece of shit.
Right. But like I know something about cars, but I don't know enough to like.
Well, yeah, I think that's just kind of general, like, but like his car's a 2014, 2015. Most cars will come with their own, like, come with a built-in security car alarm.
Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. I'm pretty sure his car is not that old. Because, like I was saying, my car is a 2006 and it still has a fucking car alarm. So he either accidentally disabled it by, like, with the wire things, or he purposely deleted it because it's annoying. Because he said, oh, car alarms are just annoying. Because someone asked him if he had a car alarm, and they're like, oh, no, car alarms are annoying, so it doesn't have one. So I wonder if he just, like, disabled it on purpose.
Well, like, if the car alarm is disabled on his car, that probably would have, like, if it wasn't disabled, it would have helped deter the people who had, like, stolen the tire.
That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, you jacking up a car that's not your car, that's locked? It's gonna, like, with it jerking and jostling, it would have, like, it definitely would have turned on, like, the alarm would have blared, and they probably would have ran away.
Yeah.
Right? But they struck the jackpot when they realized the car alarm's not going off.
Yep.
So they just kept going because he's a dumbass and probably shut it off. And then I'm saying, well, then he keeps making a thing about like, oh yeah, in broad daylight. But like, if you see a random dude bent over like undoing a tire, you're just gonna think it's their car and that they're just changing a tire. You're not gonna. Your first thought is not going to be, oh, they're just randomly stealing a tire. They're just this guy has a flat and he's just changing the damn tire.
Unless she's got coworkers walking by her car or their car, they're not going to say anything.
Yeah, and like no one knows.
Maybe someone would even ask him like, "Do you need help?"
Yeah,
because like, why not?
Yeah, usually, and they're like, "No, I got it." They walk off and he steals the whole fucking
the whole thing and
Tips. But if he had a fucking car alarm, all right, thank you. But yeah, so there you have it. Racist piece of shit. But no, he's a big donator, so he's not going to get banned from his chat.
See, for the record. They do pretty much nothing. All they do is they blare loudly, okay? So, yeah. No. Okay.
Your funeral, yeah. More on car alarm design. I think Nibbler here might be a detractor.
He put it back in the water. He did not eat the trout. He did not take it home. He placed it back into the water. Okay. All right, so guys, that's my story. That's what happened today. That's why I had to leave my Zelda stream an hour
story.
Early, and that's what's going to cost
as
me.
in, it sounds like you fabricated it.
You know, between $600-700. I didn't even look. That's the thing. I didn't even look. Like, I think he said it was 600 and change plus tax, and out here tax is like 10%, so that's another $60 on top of that. So it's probably like 700 something.
My mind's just going off like at the possible many different titles of this video, and there's just too many different options to pick from. I just don't know what I'm gonna pick.
You know, it's life, right? So don't worry, we're all right. Okay, we're fine.
Obviously,
nothing horrible happened. It's just really fucking stupid that this happened. It's expensive that it happened. It's the other thing.
It's hilarious that you got scammed for that much money for one fucking tire.
And now we got to take precautions and try to do it in a place where, you know, they're not going to try to pull this.
Or you can get a car alarm.
By parking different places, and even then. And I know some people have recommended, they said you could get special lug nuts. My dad told me that. My dad said, since this has happened to us now, I'm not going to look into getting special lug nuts. Where I guess what it is a specialty one that I guess it really locks in hard or something. I don't exactly know how it works, but I guess there's specialty lug nut.
What do you mean it locks in hard? No, I got those for my license plate holder. It's not a normal screwdriver screw. It's like a special screw that you need a special tool in order to unscrew your license plate, or in this case a tire. I'm assuming, well, it's probably not the same fucking tool, because obviously lug nuts or bolts are bigger than that, but you, like, it's not a universal thing. So instead of a Phillips screwdriver, right, it's like you need a special tool in order to tighten it or unloosen it. So your average car thief is not going to just have that special tool on, and that would help deter them from actually stealing your tire.
Not that locks everything in place so the tire can't easily be removed or something. I have no clue how they work, right? No, I have no plans to play Oblivion tonight because I didn't say I was playing Oblivion tonight, so why would I do that? Exactly. A wheel lock? Is that what they're called? Wheel locking nuts? Butter says these nuts would have a specialty key. There's a special key the owner keeps. Only the owner can unlock the nut. That's interesting. Haseo says, get the Batmobile tires. They'll shock them. No, it's like in the original Tim Burton Batman movie, it's like blades come out the side, start spinning. It's like the Roman Colosseum chariots with the blades on the wheels. It's like, it's like chopping you up. You get your... Probably a bad idea, though. You probably can't partner your normal people then. You're taking out their tires or their legs, right? There you go. It's about $30 for a set of lock nuts. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll look online, see if I can get a set of specialty.
Are you gonna beg for those too?
Maybe it's worth doing. Perhaps it is worth doing, right? Oh my god. So that's my story. That's all I've really got to talk about tonight. If you guys want to go longer and chat it up for, you know, I'll do Q&A and hang out with you guys. If you really want me to, that's cool with me if you want to, but it's too late now to really do any gameplay. You know, it's kind of sucks. I lost an hour of Zelda and I lost tonight's Final Fantasy stream. It puts me back streams now when I'm trying to make advancement in the games I'm playing and finish them up before Street Fighter 6 comes out. This absolutely puts me back. Right?
I want to take a moment to show you guys all the different, like, dents here saying, are you playing a game tonight? Are you playing a game tonight? Hey, are you playing Oblivion tonight? Blah, 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 blah. All of his fans are asking him if he's playing a game tonight, right? And yet he is the one over here, delusional, thinking that he can just stop playing video games all the time. And these same people will also donate the same amount of money on here over there on his React channel, or donate the same amount for him when he's not playing a game. No, they want to see you play games, Phil. They're here to see you play games. They don't really care about your React content. It's not going to be enough to carry you to get rid of gaming.
My pants are falling down.
This is why you don't wear jeans. Oh, wait. This is how you don't wear jeans. Not in my queue.
I read all of these right here. Right? I read all of these right here.
Your pants are falling down while you're sitting?
Ramrod says, tell the police to start their investigation with Will Smith. Remember, it was Ramrod who put words into my mouth yesterday during the Star Wars stream that sounded like I was trying to insult Will Smith's children. I was not. I swear to you, I was not trying to insult his kids. So it's kind of messed up that, you know, you guys are now putting me into this position that Will Smith is after me. I don't appreciate that at all, actually. Liza Sold at a super chat says, would you give low tier god a shuriken? A shuriken? What's a shuriken?
You know what he fucking means.
I would give him a shoryuken if we were playing Street Fighter together. I would shoryuken him with my character in the game, but I don't know what a shoryuken is.
You know what he fucking meant, dumbass. Why are you being semantics when you can't even type half the time?
No, I mean, it's true. Crime is way up at this point in the United States in general, and especially in certain states, okay?
Well, it's easy to steal from morons,
It is what it is. It is what it is, and we're one of the crimes we have high crime here. We absolutely do.
It's a good thing you moved
You're
out
absolutely
there,
right.
huh?
Sales is the important thing is that cat's safe. Exactly
you would think you would have looked up like the crime rate of a state that you are moving to before you do that.
I'm happy. You're absolutely right. I'm glad she didn't stumble upon people doing it and then they got violent or something. You know what I mean? Like
she would have been easily able to run back into the building. What are you talking about?
At a time when she wasn't there. It could have happened at any point when she was working. It was a big chunk of time during the day she was at work. So we don't know when it actually happened. You know. All right, I received a $1 tip.
So you are voting Trump, yeah.
Yes, let's just say that, yes, Kat does have stuff on her for self-defense. Yes, she does. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, she has stuff for self-defense.
She just doesn't know how to use it.
It's still scary to think that you might have to use it, right? Big Mac did a $5 super chat. Just put this towards
Does she have the axe?
And, hope everything works out. Thank you. I hope everything works out too.
Towards the
I mean, there's not much that's not going
fund?
to work out now. I need to go out tomorrow, do my errands on a spare tire. It's not that big of a deal, really. And then I have to wait till the new wheel shows up and go and have it installed, and it's going to interfere with the stream at some point, and that's that. You know? That's that. You know what else is going to happen? Did I spell your name right? I don't think I did. It's 2 G's. There we go.
Alright, I think that's it for this. I think this is starting to become like a nothing burger. I think the rest is just going to be Q&A bullshit or repeating what we already know at this point. So, one more super quick video. I know this has gone on a bit longer than I thought. I wasn't quite sure if he was actually going to be coming on tonight or not, to be honest. But he did show back up, so we got basically the conclusion of this short-lived emergency black shirt stream. He got scammed again for money for his car again because he doesn't know how to go to he doesn't know how to find a trustworthy mechanic in the area. So, really quick, wanted to end it off with the end of the vest streak.
All right. All right, guys, indeed. Very good. Very good.
Sorry, it's a little
stream
loud.
Tonight. Had a great time. Thanks to those who didn't troll, and thanks to those who were chilling.
Thank you for not trolling
Also,
me.
yes, it is official. Tonight is the end of the streak. It was 20 streams. Yesterday, or earlier today, was the 20th straight stream that we hit the tips goal. Obviously, tonight we did not do it. That's perfectly fine and acceptable. Thank you all who did support the stream during that crazy streak, and I really appreciate that. Looks like tomorrow we're kind of back to normal. All right, but it was good. It was a good stream. I'm not complaining. Again, it was a good 20 straight freaking streams of Insano support as well.
And that money's all gone.
I do agree, said the Alchemist. 20 is a good number to end it on. Absolutely, it is. So, okay.
And I obviously am suggesting or saying that that money was long gone way before the whole tire thing happened, because we all know how fast he burns through money. So that money was probably gone way before the whole tire thing happened.
Let's get just set up for the daily wrap, and we'll call it a night.
But then again, he wasn't begging that hard.
Also,
so
the streak continued on the first stream. That means 20 straight streams where we hit our tip goals. 20.
I thought you weren't going to focus on the tip goal or the
tip goals, okay?
streak
and
or
I'm very
anything.
proud
But
to say, guess what? It had nothing to do with.
He keeps saying, "Oh, I'm not going to try to focus on it. It's not that big a deal." But apparently, it was such a big deal because he keeps emphasizing how big of a deal it was
Jinx,
after the fact.
Let me tell you something. Jinx has been an amazing, amazing supporter of my content over the last couple of weeks. But Jinx went absolutely crazy during the Fight and Feast yesterday. Gifted a ridiculous amount of support. Today, Jinx is basically tapped out and said, "That's it. I can't do it anymore. But hope you enjoyed." To which I was very appreciative. Yes, thank you so much, Jinx. And what was funny is Jinx wasn't there for most of the first stream, but we still hit the goals. People were still supportive. They wanted to keep that streak alive and going. They did. Thank you so much for that, everyone. Okay, so it was a great stream, great support, great progress, everything good. Tonight, the support streak ended. We did not hit our support goals tonight. That is fine. As I told you guys, my God, that was seriously 20 straight streams. So that was like almost 10 straight days where every stream we were hitting the support goals. Let me tell you, it helped a ton. That money already has gone to several bills and things to help pay stuff down. And there's a little bit of surplus left. That'll help basically for the next month or two. No, it wasn't so much that now I can run out and start frivolously spending on buying a new PC and all this crazy stuff. You know, if we kept up that support streak for like months, that's different. Then I could have been like, holy crap, yeah, we could go do all that.
Go to a tire now.
It was a good streak. It helped out a lot. Thank you, everyone.
Got like at least a good graphics card for $700, but you wasted it. Well, not wasted, but overpriced.
And I really do appreciate that. Okay,
but overcharged.
Now, one thing that I want to dispel because it's what idiots are saying. You know, my haters. So here's what happened yesterday.
There's a lot of haters.
I'm in the middle of my Fight and Feast marathon event, and Jinx actually did a significantly large tip. While that was happening, I had all this other stuff going on during the course of the day. I had people emailing me ideas for events. I had people emailing me to get unbanned on stream. I had people emailing me, you know, oh, they want to donate this or that. I had a bunch of people all emailing me at once, all at the same, you know, all in my face, basically. All right?
In my face, so, just leave me the fuck alone, guys.
As this is happening, obviously I'm doing a lengthy marathon, and let's be honest, I'm having some shots and everything. So, you know, I'm getting tired a little bit, getting a little sloppy almost, as I could say. Not that I was drunk, but, you know, you're not as spry, you're not as astute, right? So I'm reading a shout out for a giant tip from Jinx, and I'm also looking at other emails in my email box here. And it just so happens there was an email from someone who's willing to get unbanned, okay? And their name
in the email was there we go. Look at how far back his hairline is going, dude. Like, I know it's bad on the other side too, but it's like just a huge, like way over here. It's like much worse on his right side than on his left side. And like, you just need to stop running your damn hands through your hair all the time, dude. Because Jesus, it's like he's like almost like a fake pompadour going on here, just because of how far back the hair is pushing on the sides like that.
Ryan. Now that's not even their YouTube account or anything they go on YouTube, but it's
or maybe because he keeps
like Ryan
rushing it
so
backwards.
I'm reading it, and I shouted out
Jinx,
and so thanks Ryan. And someone's like, Ryan, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh, I said the wrong name. It's obviously it's from Jinx. And the idiotic haters, you know, my trolls said, oh, see, he doxed Jinx. His name is really Ryan. Like literally, I could have farted and they would have said his name was. Or I would have sneezed. They would have said, oh, see, he doxed him. His name is Gesundheit. It's the dumbest thing. And in reality, here's what happened, right? So,
in reality, here's what happened.
Made a running joke of it during
when he says shit like that, that's when he's about to lie to you, basically. He's like, here's what actually happened. In reality, let me tell you the truth. The truth is, like, when they say shit like that, that's when you know they're making up a lie. That's when they're about to say some bullshit to you.
Marathon yesterday.
He got caught.
Every
so
contributor's
bad.
name is Ryan. We just joked about it for like an hour. Okay, it was funny.
So instead of OSC, it's Ryan, but Ryan's
I got a bunch of emails from people actually
yeah.
named Ryan, and they're like, "Oh my god, did you accidentally dox me or whatever?" I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't really dox you. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
It's okay if that's okay.
It was just an innocent mistake. You know, having a ton of emails in my deal. It was just an innocent mistake. You know, having a ton of emails in my inbox because I'm in the middle of a marathon. There's a lot going on. I'm drinking and everything, and I just read the wrong name. Like literally, instead of saying Jinx, thanks to the tip, I said Ryan, and people make a big to-do about it, like it's some big freaking deal. And so what's funny about that today is, you know, Jinx comes on stream and he's like, just so everyone knows, I'm tapped out. You know, I had a crazy day supporting the stream yesterday, and he's just insane amount of tips and gifted memberships and everything yesterday. It was so appreciated and so crazy how over the top he went. He goes, there's no way I can keep this up, so you know, that's it for me. I'm basically tapped out today. And people are like, oh, see, it's because Phil doxed him and shit. And it's just like, you guys are so fucking stupid. No, really. Like, the most innocuous little thing, the most dumb, innocent little thing, reading the wrong email. And somehow it's some big conspiracy with these idiots. Okay, it's not. So I debunked it. All right? People are just fucking really stupid.
Again, he doesn't know what debunking actually is. Because, like, again, like, I mean, obviously, like, it would be a little hard to actually debunk this. But, like, without actually, if he is telling the truth, without actually doxing it. But it's like, just because he said, no, that's not true, that does not mean you debunked it. That doesn't mean you disproved it. That's not what that fucking means. Debunking means actually showing actual freaking evidence to prove your side of the story, which you have not done, ever, for any of these rumors. You will just come on camera, like that debunking stream from like 7 or so years ago or something, where he just came on camera and was like, here's one rumor, that's not true. Here's another rumor, that's not true. Here's another rumor, that's not true. Okay, guys, I debunked everything. I'm like, that's not what that fucking means. Just like robbery is not stealing a car. Or just like robbery is not stealing a tire. Robbery is like threatening someone with assault, physical assault, in order to get something valuable. Like, you don't understand half these words that you're saying, dude.
That's not why Jinx did not contribute today, because he's been contributing for a week and a half and went crazy during the marathon, you know, to help out a ton. And so obviously doing that, he can't do this every day, right? I've been saying this the entire time. It can't always be on Jinx. I'm very appreciative that earlier today, the first stream, we hit the goal without Jinx. That was amazing. That means people still keeping it up was really nice of them, all right? So here's the deal.
In your ears,
the best streak is over. It was great while it lasted. Thank you. If we ever get another one going, great. But I'm pleased. Obviously, you guys helped me out a lot, and thank you for that. And now I guess we get back to kind of normalcy starting tomorrow. All right?
I guess it wasn't quite that normal then, was it? All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, another emergency come and gone, I guess. I'm losing kind of track for how many emergencies there's been this year. Seems like everyone's talking about it. We got Detractorism. Piece of Peace is still streaming, I guess. Oh, nope, he's done. Okay. Oh, no, don't. But yeah, alright. So, that's it. I'll see you guys later.